Hi, and thank you for visiting my channel. For more information, kindly subscribe and follow now. Let's get started. Roman Reigns has found himself in trouble during his absence from WWE with the bloodline stolen from him. With the star potentially returning extremely soon, there's a chance that he will find himself in an uncomfortable position almost immediately on his return. Before Reigns left after his loss at WrestleMania, the star had been helped by Solo Sikoa, Jimmy USO, and The Rock. Jimmy is now out injured and was kicked out of the bloodline by Sikoa, who has taken over the faction and brought in his own stars to fill the void. With Tama Tonga, Honga Loa, and Jacob Fatu now forming a formidable team of their own, it's very likely that when Reigns returns, Sikoa will not be handing over control. As such, this leaves only the final boss, The Rock, whom he can trust. The star helped him when he most needed it, but even if he was not completely successful, that was exactly what needed to happen for Roman Reigns. Returning to face these odds, it's likely that he will call on The Rock and immediately find himself in trouble. At this time, it's very unlikely that Solo Sikoa is the mastermind behind the coup of the bloodline. Paul Heyman is also no longer a part of it. This leaves The Rock as the one behind it all. So, taking advantage of Reigns' trust, The Rock could betray him immediately. After returning, he would pretend to work with the star, only to then turn on him the moment it suits him. This would allow The Rock to take over the bloodline and be acknowledged, something that probably rankled at him when he had to bow down to Reigns. This would naturally lead to a future WrestleMania match between the two, bringing to a close the story that started at the beginning of this year. While Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns is the story that was told this WrestleMania, originally the plan was for Reigns to face The Rock. The fact that they didn't tell that story was only due to the pressure from the fans who wanted to see Rhodes' story finally concluded. Now that the story has been told, it would be the perfect next step to return to. The two stars have ready-made lore surrounding them and would end well for everyone concerned. A popular WWE superstar recently shared a social media update to recall his match with Roman Reigns in 2017. The name in question is former Universal Champion Braun Strowman. Strowman and Reigns were involved in a heated rivalry in 2017. The two faced off against each other in an ambulance match at Great Balls of Fire. The highly entertaining bout ended when the monster among men dodged the former Big Dog's attempted spear, and the latter went flying into the back of the ambulance. Braun immediately closed the door to secure the win. After losing the match, Roman Reigns launched a vicious attack on his rival, throwing him into the back of the ambulance. He then took the driver's seat and crashed the vehicle into a semi-trailer in the parking area. The monster of all monsters recently took to Instagram stories to reshare a clip of the match posted by a user. If recent rumors are to be believed, Roman Reigns might make his much-awaited return to WWE programming at the biggest party of the summer. However, on his 83 Weeks podcast, Eric Bischoff suggested that the wrestling promotion should not bring back the former Shield member just yet. The 69-year-old mentioned he believes it would be too soon for the former undisputed WWE Universal Champion to return. Amid Roman Reigns' absence from WWE television, Solo Sikoa has taken the leadership of the bloodline. The 31-year-old kicked Jimmy USO out of the faction and added 3 new members. The new head of the table is scheduled to challenge Cody Rhodes for his title at SummerSlam.